What time the thing is? 7:30. Must be 7:30. What time is it? Oh, hold on. 7:30. It ain't 7:30. Come bite me. Food. I gotta go pee again. We may have to pee too, listen. I don't know. Let me go pee again. 17. Let me go pee. Let me go pee. Oh, Lord. Oh,
call. Can we get like a
Okay.
who's on the call? Can we hear who's on the call?
Betty is on the call. Christina Schaefer, Debbie Turner, Delrisha Evans. I'm trying to see. Mel is on. Sakima White. We really don't have a lot of people on, and I've posted in the chats that we were here. But you can't make people join the join a meeting if they don't want to. If they have other things going on that are more important in their business, I don't understand that.
So is it 8 of us? Is it 8 of us? I can't see it. So is it 8 of us?
Let's see, it's Christina Schaefer. I think it's about right, Debbie. About 8 of us.
Okay. I just want to say welcome, you guys. So happy you're here. One thing I always say, in order to go up, you have to show up. So this is letting me know that you guys want to go up because you're showing up.
Exactly. And that is so true. And I will tell you one thing. Going live is, I know for some people that can be something that can be quite intimidating. And it used to scare the bejesus out of me. And Debbie kept saying, you need to go live. And she was always so sweet about it. And so she interviewed me. I went to her home and she interviewed me when I was there, and we did a live. We actually did 2 lives that day, didn't we, Debbie? And
oh yeah.
And then ever since that day, I'm like, what in the world am I so scared of? And it's like, it's not that big a deal to go live, because it's not, if people don't want to watch your live, that's their business. They can just scroll right on by. But I will tell you this, with Facebook, the way the algorithm works, if people will be more apt to stop on a live video or even real life photos than they will a flyer. They will stop and pause. And when that happens, it gives some sort of signal to Facebook, and Facebook like kind of bumps your post up, and so more people see it. And I guess that's a basic way of saying it.
Right.
So also, I'm trying to think. And like I said, I really don't have an agenda tonight. I'm just trying to help. Something that really helps is samples. Now, you can give samples out all day long, 365 days a week. But if you don't follow up, you're not really going to get anything out of those. So what I have been doing is, and I'm actually going to make a QR code to some sort. I've got to figure something out, Debbie. A QR code to maybe a jot form or something for people to fill out what their opinion is or something. I'm brainstorming here. If you guys have any ideas, I'm all for it. But what I want to do is I want, like, when I give a sample out, I want them to be able to scan some sort of QR code, and not necessarily to my customer VIP group, but maybe to maybe some sort of very short form that gives me their info to where I can follow up with them. What do you think about that, Debbie? Do you have any ideas or any input on that?
Well, I'm all about simplicity. So what I do, I direct people to my VIP, because once you get them there, you can message them. So that kind of eliminates trying to create a form and all the stuff. So I'm all about simplicity. So we don't want to overthink it. And Kathy, you're amazing. You are amazing. So I just think
I'm probably overthinking it.
Yeah, I want to keep it simple as we can. That QR code you're talking about, I would advise everybody to have it on the phone, so it'll be easy when you're out to access it. I think that's something that will really be helpful to you when you're out and about. If you don't have a business card, if you don't have a sample to pass out.
Mm-hmm. So I actually went and played bingo last night, and actually before I even did that, and I wanted to share this with you guys. And I know that you guys saw the post where Debbie, and even the live where she was sharing her little sample cart that she got from, where did you get it from?
That Big Lots, that little thing I got to give samples out to people when they come pick up their orders.
So I actually I actually have just a little basket, and I'll show it to you. And it's a basket like this that I got from the dollar store. And this actually came from the dollar store, and I had some sample bags already made up. And so then I actually sewed something on Marketplace yesterday. It was my 4-year-old granddaughter's high chair. And I'm like, oh, got to give out a sample. So they showed up and they picked up the high chair. And I said, hey, by the way, I just wanted to let you know I'm an independent Scentsy consultant. And I wanted to share these samples with you. And immediately she said, oh, you're a Scentsy consultant? And I went, yes, ma'am. She said, do you have any lemon scent? Well, of course I do. So, so anyway, I got back with her today. And anyway, I'm gonna, let me see who that is.
Something else I just learned too, you guys have Scentsy boxes. Instead of throwing those boxes away, you can totally go to these different groups on Facebook Marketplace and ask if anybody needs boxes.
Yeah,
if you go out there and ask people if they need boxes, and they come and pick them up, and this is going to give you somebody to talk to, somebody to give a sample to, and make sure it's not somebody, make sure that make sure it's somebody you can trust. But that's just another way to get rid of some boxes and possibly meet somebody that you haven't met before.
I didn't think about that. That's an excellent idea. And I was thinking, another idea, and I know other consultants have done this. So the delivery people that come in, FedEx or UPS, or even your mail person that delivers your Scentsy boxes, Scentsy deliveries, you can leave a little something for them on the handle to your door with a little note saying this is for you, and along with your business card. And and that's one way to make a connection. Now, of course, you probably wouldn't be able to get their information unless you met them at the door. But that's one way. It's basically about getting the scent out there and under people's noses so that they can smell it. Because I know I don't want to, I'm not going to buy anything if I don't know what it smells like. That's just the way I am. And I'm sure that there are many people out there just like that. Just because it says blueberry cheesecake, well, heck, I don't know if that smells like blueberry cheesecake. I want to smell that.
Right.
And so, and that's what the testers are for, that we get. Is so that, you can be like a little coffee shop or, anywhere, you can spread your testers out and be smelling them and stuff. And people will be like, what are you, what's that? And you can tell them. That's just one way to make a connection. Things like that. You can leave, like if you don't have a washer and dryer at home and you go to the laundromat. There's lots of people out there. I know I used to be one of those people. You can leave your business cards out there. I know a lot of those places have like little bulletin boards. You can leave your business cards out there on those bulletin boards. Maybe even make a little flyer with a tear off things that says, but 20 Scentsy for, and how they have the little tear off things with a number or something. You could do something like that. Post that anywhere that has the bulletin boards. Debbie, any more ideas?
Well, it's a good idea to use your own products so you become familiar with your products. So as people ask for recommendations, because I do have a lot of people who buy from me that's never smelled anything, and they base their decision on what I tell them, what I recommend. Because first thing they're going to ask you is that, what do you like? Well, you may not like what I like, but let me tell you a little bit about these fragrances based on the category that you like. Because most people who are familiar with scents, they're going to know their own scent category. So once they tell me their scent category, I can pick a fragrance that I know that's very popular from that category. Scentsy does a great job with printing those descriptions of the fragrances. So that's something that because like this month, I've gotten a lot of online orders that people hadn't smelled anything. So just become familiar with your own product so you can make recommendations. Not only that, I find a lot of consultants, let me tell you what works best and you have the best customer. Make sure you explain to them how to use the products. That's so important because you'd be surprised that people just don't know. When they buy the warmer, you need to take the time to tell them how to use it, how often to change the wax, and talk about what you recommend with the size of the warmer. Like if somebody come to you for the first time, they want to buy a mini warmer. If they don't have a large warmer, say, look, I know you want that warmer. It's super cute. Where you're going to put that warmer? I recommend that you buy a large one first because you're going to get a better experience because the large warmer has a bigger scent throw. So you want to start there. You are the expert. They don't know as much as we know. So even if you don't know, ask somebody, but I would always make sure that you teach them how to use that warmer because I had to learn the hard way. I remember when I sold a mini warmer to a customer, she took that mini warmer and placed it in the kitchen. So I followed back up with her and she said, well, I don't want to buy any more of this because it doesn't work. I said, well, why do you think it doesn't work? She said, I put the warmer in my kitchen. I said, oh, no way. Her kitchen is bigger than my kitchen. I said, you're competing with food, scents, and everything in that kitchen with that little warmer. So that's why it's so important that you make sure that they get the big warmer and put it in the big open space. If they just absolutely can't afford to buy the big warmer, that's when you want to talk about a party so they can get it for free and half off. But even if they don't want to do a party, then if they decide that they want to walk away with a mini warmer, say, look, make sure you put that in the bedroom or bathroom because I want to make sure that you're satisfied. So when you have that conversation, you're going to have the best customer. They're going to keep coming back. So I had to learn the hard way. So I take time out to explain these things to all of my customers. When they buy online random, I reach out to them and say, oh, by the way, have you used Scentsy before? I got a video that shows customers how to use the warmer. Guys, you can totally use it. It's on YouTube. It talks about how to use the warmer, real basic video. If you don't have one yourself, you can use the one that I have and shoot it to them every time you get a customer to buy something so they can be familiar with how to use it.
That's awesome advice. That is just awesome. Because I know that I had a customer purchase a diffuser and they purchased wax to go with it. And I messaged them and I happened to be a friend of my brother's. And I'm like, hey, her name was Roxanne. I said, hey, Roxanne, noticed that you got the diffuser wax and you got wax, but you didn't get any oil to go with it. And she's like, oh, does that not work in that? I'm like, no, honey, it doesn't. Well, of course, she didn't know. She really didn't know. And so I walked her through it and, and now she knows. So, I mean, a lot of customers, they just don't know. So, but I'll tell you what, Debbie is the expert. I have worked several events with Debbie and I've sat back and I've watched her and she is awesome. Best advice ever.
Oh, thank you, Kathy. It comes from going to the school of hard knocks, okay? I made a lot of mistakes along the way. So a lot of us have paved the way for so many of you guys because we've already made all the mistakes. We've learned from those mistakes. So I know, can we kind of open up for some questions to see if anybody's got any concerns so we can answer those? So we don't have, how much longer we have? What, 10 minutes?
Well, I actually wanted, I see a comment in the chat about putting business cards in people's mailboxes. That is a big no-no. The only people that are allowed to put things in people's mailboxes are the mail carriers. That is actually, that's just, we're just not allowed to do that. And we're all people's windshield wipers on their car. I wouldn't do that either. I don't think that is something that is compliant to do. I don't know, but I tell you what, the best way to find out if you ever have any questions is to email compliance@scentsy.com or put in a ticket. But
that's a federal offense with the mailbox. That's a federal offense. So no.
And a lot of people don't know that, and but that's why we're here. We're here to help educate you.
You can put it on their door though, on their doorknob. You put it on the doorknob. You can do that.
Exactly. You can do that.
have a question. When you all deliveries are made, do they ring your doorbell? Because normally mine just be sitting out there whenever I go
they
to
just
the
drop
front
them. They just drop them off. It
Right.
depends on the.
They
It
just put it
depends
out
on the
there.
driver. It depends on the driver. Some of them do, and some of them don't. So they just most times they just leave it.
Yeah, they just leave them. That's what mine have been.
Mine does that too. They just leave them on my doorstep. But you can leave them like a little gift. I mean, even if it's just a bottle of water and like a little scent circle and your business card, you know, if that's something that you want to do, you can do that and say this is for, UPS driver or whatever. Put a little note on there so that they'll know it's for them. You definitely do that.
Okay.
And just like Debbie did, was it yesterday, Debbie? She gave her movers, she gave them all room spray.
Yeah, she had
Oh, yeah, it
models
was
on there
yesterday.
too. They look real cute.
You all can use that picture if you like.
That was awesome.
Thank
But
you.
I tell you,
I think I have an idea.
Okay.
It might be a good idea. I was thinking maybe going to the dollar store and buying those little gift bags, the real little ones, and put your business card in there with samples, and then just putting it on somebody's doorstep.
You could definitely do that.
Yeah, you can put it on that doorknob, That's what we were talking about. Put one, get some of those little hangers to hang it and put it right there on the doorknob.
But in this heat, if you're going to do like a wax sample, I would highly recommend doing a felt sample, not a wax sample, because of the heat, it's going to melt. And so perhaps they do sell felt samples in the workstation, but you can also go into any craft store and get your own felt and cut it, make it any shape you want, and make your own felt and use that felt for samples.
And guys, take advantage of
YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Take advantage of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. They have some samples on Amazon too. Some of them are some of them are a little flimsy, and I sometimes take two and put them together. Especially if I'm using the oil scent, diffuser scent in them, and then I put them in the little Ziploc bags. Mm-hmm. And then I label, what it is.
So I actually got this silicone mold. I think it was on Amazon, or it may have been Walmart. I can't remember. I got this, and these are actually this is vanilla bean buttercream.
Okay.
Hang on, I just went offline. Let me get back online. I think I lost. Are y'all still seeing me?
Yeah.
You are? Okay. Well, it said I went offline. Anyway, weird. Anyway, this is vanilla bean buttercream, and these are just the teeniest, tiniest little sample, because like Debbie and Miss Carol taught me, you don't want to use up all your wax. You just need a teeny tiny sample, something for them to smell or even melt. It doesn't have to be huge. So
my samples are just for them to smell. That's it. I mean, you want to give them that experience so they can at least know what Scentsy is. Now, I will only give wax big enough to melt if they're a customer, if they bought something. But if it's a first-time person, I'm just handing that out to. I want to make sure it's just small enough for them to be able to smell it, so they can know what we have to share.
Right.
I know that
we got to be on a budget. Think budget, guys. You don't want to be spending a whole lot of money on things like that. For example, like catalogs. I don't give catalogs out unless somebody's going to book a party or join. That's it. If somebody get a catalog from me that's not bought anything, it's going to be an old catalog that's out of season with my information on it, guiding them to the website.
Like now, like how some.
Betty, I think I accidentally muted you. Hey, Debbie, are you there?
Oh, I'm here. You said you muted Hugh? Who'd you mute?
I think I accidentally, I was trying to mute someone else that had a lot of noise, and I accidentally depressed the one where for Betty, and so I think she was trying to talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions or anything? We haven't heard any other voices. I haven't heard the other voices.
Sherry, do you have any advice? Any tips?
Hey guys. I came in late, so hello everybody. Sorry for being late. The only tip I have, I enjoyed what you guys were talking about, make sure you show your customers how to use their warmers and about giving out your information. I did something that I took from Debbie a long time ago. The guy who sold me my car, I took him a fragrance flower. He actually moved to a new dealership. And once I took him the fragrance flower, congratulating him on his new job and his new promotion, guess what? I sold 6 more.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was a good thing that I learned. So there are a lot of tips that Debbie has, guys. You just got to find a way to make it work for you and your customers. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Debbie is not a superstar director by fault. You know what I'm saying? She's a superstar. She's a superstar.
Oh,
but
she
so has
sweet.
some great tips and great ideas. We just have to find a way to make them work for us. So I think everybody's doing a great job. Just stay connected and stay consistent. Connected and consistency, they're going to be the key for all of us to be successful.
Absolutely. Great tips, girl. That's amazing.
And I know, Sherry, I really haven't talked to you before, I don't think, but I see you in the chats and on Team Travel and Scents. And I know you, I think you've been with Scentsy a little bit longer than me. And so I felt, I knew you had some good advice there, and you did.
Well, she's also a Rise to Success graduate. She's a Rise to Success graduate also, girl.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I've only been in Scentsy since about a year, a little over a year, but I'm learning every single day, and I learn from everybody. I don't care if you've been in Scentsy for 1 day, 1 year, 1 month. I'm learning from everybody.
There's always something you can learn.
It is, and it's great to keep learning because the business changes all the time.
Absolutely. And I see you, Sherry. I see you show up all the time. I pretty much know who's showing up, and you one that I always notice that you're showing up.
I'm trying to grow my team. I'm trying my best to grow my team. That's the key. Recruitment. And I've been hearing Debbie say that since I first got in. Recruit. And so that's my main goal, to recruit, because I will be promoted to director this year. Before 2020.
Absolutely.
Is out, I will be promoted.
Same.
Absolutely, girl.
I claim it too.
Yes.
That's right. And that's what you have to do. I hear people saying, well, I hope, I pray, but you got to get out there and get to work. You got to go to work to make that happen. And it can happen, guys. You know, we got this incentive coming up August 1st, and I'm noticing a lot of people are trying to return to Scentsy because they know what happens between August and January. So that's what we're going to have to go on. We're going to be able to go out there and tell people, look, we got all these various places that we can go to. We want to bring you along with us. So that's going to be the approach we take. Look, I know you guys want to travel, but I tell you, Scentsy is going to roll the red carpet out for us. So I want to take you with me on this next incentive trip.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to go sit at the place where you buy those smoothies, and I'm just going to have me a bunch of packs to give out.
Kathy, I see Glenda has joined. She said hello.
Yeah, I saw her. I was waving at her. Glenda. I was waving at Glenda.
I told Glenda some time ago. I told Glenda she need to stop hiding in the trenches over there. She need to come out and go live. I told her, Glenda, are you there?
She's there.
She's quiet. She's quiet.
Once you get her talking, though,
Huh?
she's good. You gotta get her talking.
You know she needs to be talking. I'm gonna keep on at her until she come on out that shell.
Come on, Glenda.
You know I like to hear her talk.
Hello, ladies.
Well, hello,
See
Glenda.
that? There she go.
And you're pretty
Hi,
too.
Glenda.
Now you're gonna get in there to shut up.
Yeah, so pretty.
She's so funny.
Anybody else on the call with us?
No, I see Roxanne Harvey on here. Roxanne, do you have any questions? Christina, do you have any
Hi,
questions?
Roxanne.
Sakila,
Roxanne.
Debbie.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Roxanne.
There. Who's
You
got
got
some
any questions,
for us?
Roxanne?
I don't have any questions. I kind of got every answer that it is. I'm just so excited to be part of Scentsy now.
We're
You
so
look so
excited to
happy
have
you're
you.
here. What about you, Christina, Debbie, Delrisha? Did Roxanne get on here or did she leave? I can't tell. There's, I think, no, Roxanne, you got to speak. Unmute yourself, honey. You gotta unmute yourself and speak to it.
Okay, hi guys. No, I'm just soaking in all of the things that I can learn from you, Kathy, from Debbie, and from all the upline. Just soaking it in like a sponge so I can just tweak it and add it to my own business.
Well, do you have any questions in particular?
Well, I do. I always come back to one question because I don't have any local customers. All my customers are out of state. So, and for me to try and one thing that gets me is the shipping cost, because a lot of it is I try to keep it under $3 or sometimes even just with a stamp. But I know I want to be able to show or do a little something more for my VIP or ones who buy over $100. And that's where for me, it's a little bit of a problem to be able to do. So I don't know if there's any tips or tricks that you guys can offer and maybe go in that route.
Well, I will say this, and I know that this is something that Orville said, and I know Debbie will back me up. Don't spend your your family money on
Right,
Scentsy. What exactly did he say, Debbie?
Spend your Scentsy money. Not your family money, but spend your Scentsy money. So
Right.
I wouldn't worry about spending anything else, sweetheart, until you get to that point where you can. A thank you would be great. Thank you, or if you just want to send a thank you card, that just take a regular stamp. I mean,
yeah, I usually send a scent circle and a thank you card, and that goes in with one stamp for me. So that's what I've been doing. I just wanted to kind of see if maybe there's other things to, like, I do have customers who do spend over $100 at a time, and I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I'll be able to do it this month, and then I won't be able to do it next month or every other month. So
You can offer them like a personal special, like maybe even free shipping, and pay the shipping for them if you can afford it. And that's
Right.
only if you can afford it. You don't have to offer a personal special every time.
Right.
A simple thank you goes a long way with customers, because there are many customers that don't even get that, and so they appreciate they appreciate us saying thank you. A simple thank you just really goes a long way.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's
Just do what you can.
And if I can, I want to add one thing too. I have a customer, she buys like over 150 for me as well. So what I started doing, I started giving her a personal shopping link.
Smart.
And so I give her her own personal shopping link, and then that way she can earn hostess rewards. So she'll get $20 once, because sometimes she has even gotten like $50, $75 in 1 month, and it didn't cost me anything. But she got free items and half off items, and that's something that shows I really appreciate that as well.
That's
Okay,
amazing.
yeah, because
That's a great tip.
I've actually tried that one customer that I have. She does buy that way, and I've offered her that, and she's like, well, no, I'm not really. She always declines everything. I've asked her if she wants to join the team, and because she does buy enough to where it could be a hobby for her. But she always declines everything. So that's a great idea. Thank you. I'll just leave it up whether she wants it or not, and then she'll just take advantage the next time.
Yeah. Or you can do it for her. You know, you can also do it for her using her link. If she doesn't physically want to do it, you can offer to do it for her. I mean, I do that often with my customers using that same link.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that for her. Thank you so
much. I have
much.
a question. You know, when you talk about the shopping link, you know, something like even, you know, how you all tell them, you know, you could put it on in your workstation, but a lot of people don't want to give you their information, like their credit card information. I know even with my sister, she didn't even want me to have an email address.
Well, I don't have those issues, to be honest, but that's the only way you're going to be able to process it. You know, there's Cash App, there's Venmo, there's PayPal, there's Zelle, but I don't have issues like that. I really don't. I mean, especially with those other pay options. And you have to have the email in order for them to get tracked, you know, for them to get the notifications about the shipping, about the package.
Right.
So, I mean,
well,
I would say
really
if somebody's fighting you.
She really gave me a headache. As a matter of fact, she made me lose out. Eventually, I got it, but I had planned to get the air filter on my first part, you know. And because she gave me so much problems, I don't know what happened, but I ended up having to take less. And in the end, I had credit enough, you know, to get the air filter, and I had my, you know, the filter to go with it. So that's the thing I'm working on now. But some people, you know, I've had some say, well, no, I don't want to give out my credit card information, you know.
Well, ask them about those other pay options.
Yes, ma'am. I had a customer like that when I first started who didn't want to give me their credit card. So I have a Cash App card just for that. So I tell them if they Cash App me, then I use that card to pay for it. And but I have to have your email address because I tell them they have to track their own products. That way they know when it's coming, especially if they work late, so they can know to be home to pick it up. But you know, I'm with Debbie. It different people have different issues, but explain to them if they don't want to give you the credit card number, then they can go on and order from your link and put in their own credit card number.
Well, see, my sister don't know how to do any of that. I have Cash App, and I learned about Cash App early because I got grandsons, you know, that was in college. Lady asked me, what you know about Cash App? They'll teach you what you need to know.
Miss Betty, you a sport. I saw you with Tucker, so I already know you a sport lady.
I'll be back in a few. Just as soon as I do my hair, I got something coming up for y'all.
I can't wait to see.
I'm gonna have some Scentsy stuff with me.
Oh, I can't wait to see it either.
Oh, you know what, guys? I want to say this. I know we're on long. Angela, I don't know if you guys ever paid this any attention, but using props is something that could be an attention getter when you're on Facebook. I noticed that Angela, when she come live, she has pom-poms. I'm like, that is so cool to have some pom-poms when she go live.
She does the little silver pom-poms. She sure does.
So, you know, during the holidays, I have flashing lights around my neck during the holidays. Sometimes I wear ears on my head. So it's a good idea to just be entertaining to our followers, because that that'll keep them there. Like Miss Betty went and did a dance. I saw her go live dancing. So there's so many things we can do to bring the attention to us. You can take a selfie with some stuff around your neck or on your head or something. Wear a wig. I mean, just something that's fun. That's what got me started on the TikTok, because it's fun. People you draw more people to you when you're having fun, and more people want to join your team when they see that you're having fun.
Exactly. Well, does anyone else have any questions or anything that they want to share?
Well, y'all just got to make me feel better, because I feel like sometimes when I go out with my walker and I be handing out stuff, you know, they be like, oh, she old. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Now, I want to make, who was it that did this with the clamshell, Debbie? Acting like they were making a phone call? And this smells good.
Oh, that was Miss Betty. Well, I did it before on a selfie, but Miss Betty was talking on the video. But I think a lot of us have done that with those clamshells. My son has held it up. It's fun.
Is coconut lemongrass going away too?
No.
Oh my God, thank goodness. It smells so good. That's coconut lemongrass.
So it's not going anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Any more questions, guys? Any more questions or concerns, or any aha moments you want to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hey, this is Sakima White. I live in Georgia. I had a quick hey there. I had a quick question. I set up a link for a lady. I went to high school with her, so I know her. And when she's been trying to share it, and I guess someone got on and they were kind of confused as to how to navigate it. They said they only saw 3 items. Is there a way we can customize it when we're creating the link to make it a little bit more, I guess, easier for people to navigate? Because I know you click next to a lot of them and it says default image. We can change that, can't we?
It's just like your regular website link. So you copy and paste it. You can kind of tell them where to go if you want to do that, but it's not hard once they get in there.
They so just click the link.
Now you can, right? You just click the link. Now there's sometimes that if the person that's sharing the link, if they went to a direct section, for example, let's say they copied the bars or something like that. So when they click on it, it's gonna go straight to that bar. So, but if they just click where, when you go to workstation where it says copy the link, it should open up for them to be able to click on anything they want to click on.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Because you do have an option like that. You understand? Is that making sense?
No, yeah, it makes sense. She just said the person said they only saw 3 things, and I'm like, they didn't really navigate the website because I was able
to copied it. She must have copied something in particular for that to happen. Because I've got customers that's looking for a specific thing, and I'll copy just that for them. So that must have been what she did when she sent that link. And because when that happens, you just don't see whatever that is that she sent.
Okay.
And they have to kind of figure their way around that. It may be kind of difficult for them to get out of that. Like if somebody's looking for coconut lemongrass, I can go straight to coconut lemongrass with that link and take them straight to that bar, so they won't have to be looking for it. So that must have been what she did. She probably didn't know she was doing it. She must have found something and copied it from that page. It's probably why they're seeing only a limited amount of stuff.
Okay.
Just tell her to go back to the workstation and go to the party. Inside that party, it says copy link for the party. Ask her to share it from there.
Okay.
And Sakima, you can also create a video, like screen record on your phone and talk and show them how to navigate through the site. Just going through a couple of things and then share it with her, share it as a video, and then she can share that with other people if they've never used it before.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I know you've done that before for me.
That's a good idea.
I do it a lot for my team, especially when like with new items, like the flash sale, to show them how to find the flash sale if they're new, for last chance items, where the last chance items would be. So I do that a lot with my team. And I also do it with everybody who I create a personal shopping link for. So if they want to share it with somebody, you can share this and it shows them how to navigate it.
Okay, thank you.
That's a good idea. Sherry, you need to put that on YouTube. You need to put that on YouTube. This way you won't have to keep recreating it.
I will.
So, sorry to interrupt, but Debbie Turner had a question in the chat, and she says she's in RV parks 99% of the time, and because she travels. So most of her business has to be online or on her website, and she gives out catalogs, samples, and business cards to people who she meets in the parks. Does anyone have any traveling ideas to help boost her PRV? Please share. Debbie, any tips? Debbie Pitts
Any
Palmer?
traveling ideas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she want to know about traveling ideas. Well, that's awesome to do. But what she wants to do with her VIP group, she wants to connect with those people and direct them to her VIP group so she can grow her followers. So it's one thing to hand out something, but if you're not following up with them, you'll lose that as you're sending things out. Because, and another thing you want, I don't know how many friends she has on Facebook, but she want to grow her. One thing I got to say is that she want to grow her followers. And then you got to do things on your Facebook page and your group to make them, you want to be able to solve a problem with the products. So in order to do that, I guess that's part of her question is to how to grow her PRV. Because the most of my orders are coming from online. And how I'm doing this is because I'm constantly posting in my VIP. I have a business page and I'm also on my page. So what you got to do, you got to be real to them. If somebody goes to your Facebook page, you want to look at your page and see if that's a page that's going to be a page that's going to be appealing and attractive. Because if it doesn't look like that, people are going to keep scrolling. So if they don't know how to connect with you as a person, they're going to keep scrolling. They need to know you as a person. I mean, when I say you as a person, like, what is your favorite food? What did you have for breakfast today? What was for dinner? What's your favorite fruit? What did you drink today? What are your kids doing? What about the pets? So these are the things that will draw people to you. And then when you sprinkle a Scentsy in there, like, oh, she's serious about that Scentsy stuff because she's sharing how this product has solved a problem. For example, if you got counterclaim, I'm sorry.
Debbie Turner, I'm talking to you. So do you have a QR code on your phone? I have this nifty, let me see this QR code on my phone. And I have the template for that Debbie Pitts Palmer shared on Team Travel and Scents a while back. And I can make a QR code for you to use on your phone. And so when so when you are passing out those catalog samples and business cards to people, are you asking people to join your customer VIP group? And does that QR code lead to your customer VIP group?
Kathy, that was a question I had when you asked about a code. I didn't know where to find the code. I mean, I didn't know anything. I've been all on YouTube about the code.
Well, see,
you have to copy the link. You have to copy the link from your VIP group and send it to whoever is making that code to you for you.
Okay, I don't know what link. I mean, I don't understand what link.
And
that's
so
a shareable link.
So Debbie Turner, getting back to your question, yeah, make the QR code for your customer VIP group. See, once you get them in your customer VIP group, you can share information about, what Scentsy's doing, and also, of course, you want to sprinkle in things about real life and interactive posts and fun things, anything to draw customers in, because you don't want to bore them with just Scentsy stuff. Anyway, what am I trying to say, Debbie Pitts Palmer?
About the link.
So,
Miss Betty was trying to figure out how to get the link. I was telling her the link is in her group where you may, I don't, maybe Kathy, you can tell her how to find that link.
I'm actually talking to Debbie Turner in the chat. She has a QR code on her phone lock screen for her website. And I'm telling her that it needs to be for her customer VIP group so she can draw people in. And of course, that once you've got them in there, you know, you can share the information from your website and everything from there. But once you're in your customer VIP group, you got them. Is that not right, Debbie Pitts-Palmer?
Yes, right. VIP groups are so important, especially for people who are working their business virtually. You know, if you're traveling and you're trying to reach people who are not, I guess, in your surrounding area, you want to definitely bring them into your VIP group, even the ones who are in your surrounding area, because this way they can get to see the things that you share on a regular basis. They get to know a little bit about you, and you can actually go in there and send private messages to them, wish them happy birthday and stuff like that. But if you're handing things out and you're not collecting information from them, that's a total waste if you're doing it on a regular basis.
Okay, Debbie, you told me you didn't understand. And when you say VIP thing, I don't know anything other than the name of my VIP group. I mean, that's all I know.
Debbie, are you a member of her VIP group?
Yes.
Can you send me that link so I can make Miss Betty a QR code for her lock screen?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
There we go. Problem solved. Next.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any advice they'd like to share? Anything that's working for them? Any more questions?
Did Debbie get that part? Did Debbie get that part before we, I guess, close? Does she understand what we were saying about the VIP?
Yeah. Debbie Turner did, I believe. Yes, she did. She said she was taking notes.
Okay.
And Debbie
any more
Turner,
aha
if
moments
you have
before,
questions.
any aha moments?
Okay.
Somebody typing that about any aha moments before we close?
Oh yes, Rise Success. Sherry's saying if you haven't joined Rise Success, you are missing out. I think that's it.
Okay.
Everybody's got
well,
real
guys,
quiet.
what do you think? We were talking about, we did a survey on the page about these kind of open chats, like once a month. What do you guys think? Is once a month frequent enough for you guys? Once a month? Is that?
Yes, I think once a month is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We can definitely do that.
I
We can
agree.
definitely do that.
So hopefully you guys can just have your questions ready the next time, because this was like a real impromptu. You know, you can have your questions ready and your aha moments prepared to share, and hopefully we'll grow this, in the future.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm just so happy that you guys are here. I'm sorry you don't see my face. I'm real challenged. And let you know, guys, you don't have to be perfectly powerful. I am very challenged, but yet I get the job done. So don't worry about your struggles, because your struggle may be, I mean, there's some other things that may be your strength, even though you may struggle somewhere else, if that makes sense. So,
Yes.
And
so,
I do want to say this. So when I first joined Scentsy, I joined at a discount under Miss Debbie Pitts-Palmer. And I think it took me 4 months to become certified because I was so busy helping others that I wasn't really focusing on my business. And but that's who I am. I'm just someone that I give. And I love my Scentsy business, and it's I guess it's just, I don't know, Debbie, what am I trying to say here?
oh yeah, she's a big giver. She does. She's put herself last. That's basically, and you guys can see that with the post here page. She's helping here. She's helping with the Rise to Success. She's got her hands in everything. So we got to make sure, but we told her to kind of do a little balance there, kind of start delegating. So
well, I
we want
just
to
want
make
to
sure
help
you guys.
everyone.
Yeah, we definitely know that, Kathy. You do. You're such a sweetheart. You try to save everybody. So I want to say,
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, she's trying to save everybody, but I'm just so happy that you guys made the sacrifice to be here. I want to say this last thing before closing. I want you guys to keep your eye on the prize. Don't look to your left. Don't look to your right. Don't worry about what your neighbor's doing. Be inspired. If somebody around you is doing something that came on board after you joined, be inspired. Don't, everybody's challenge is different. Everybody's facing a different kind of challenge. We always know that. I had to say that to myself because there were people who were passing me so many times. I never felt any kind of way. I just kept saying, I'm next. It took me 7 years to get to where I am, but I kept saying I'm next. So you say you're next. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, keep your eye on the prize. Okay? You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Love you guys.
I'm going to end the meeting.
Okay, love you guys. We'll talk later.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you, Kathy, for doing this.
Right.
Okay,
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.